What's up, everybody? Hey, this is a Fight Companion. We're going here live on YouTube, and you guys should check it out. I really like this idea of doing the Fight Companions for the boxing matches here. Um, One of the things that I think we can do is these free fights on Golden Boy on Facebook Watch. I really like them because of the fact that it's going to audience. Just come along, hang out if you guys want to have a good time. What's up, Eliseo? Oh, he's on here. He saw the link. He saw it. He saw it. I appreciate that. What's going on here? So this is the Facebook. This is the live feed of. This is the Fight Companion, and we're gonna talk about these live fights that are coming on. Christian Walter just knocked out a heavyweight. Just knocked out this other guy. We don't even know who he is. So, anyways, I'm gonna put this link on here to show everybody on YouTube, on Facebook, that I'm going live here. So, um, anyways, there's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. I want to talk about. Oh, hold on here. Okay, here it goes right here. This is delay. How do we share this? Share. Wait a minute, that's wrong. Copy. No, that's not how you do it. Okay, you share it and you copy the link. And anyways, this might sound a little corny here, but we're gonna be doing the fights on Facebook Watch Live for Golden Boy Entertainment. I have no affiliation with them, but I'm kind of gonna hijack what they're doing here because there's a lot of people that they like the Fight Companions, but nobody does them. Nobody does them, and so I thought it'd be kind of cool that maybe some people would appreciate this. So what I'm going to talk about is, obviously, I'm going to talk about the fights, but we're going to go off and we're going to talk about sports in general. I do a sports show. You should check it out. It happens on Facebook and it happens here too, from time to time. So, anyways, let me see. I just shared it on Facebook. Let's see if everybody can see it. Hopefully, everybody will check it out here. Um, Come check it out. Let me put on there. Come check it out. We are live for the fights. The fights on four fights for we're on live for the fights. We're just gonna put the fights. Let's see if people will come check it out. So, anyways, that's what we're doing, and we're gonna check it out. There's gonna be a couple fights here. There's a couple things that I would like to talk about. There's a couple of subjects that I could talk about in sports that I think will be interesting in between fights. So if you want to be entertained that way, then come along and check it out. I like the fact that these fights are being broadcasted free. Golden Boy is showing these fights free, and it's an interesting thing. I really like this concept. I like the fact that they are, posting these fights and they're getting exposure for people. But I also think that there's a bunch of mistakes that they're making with the way that they're promoting these fights, the way that they are broadcasting them. It's interesting how I took a little dive into how these guys are examining. Oh, hold on here. There you go. We got our video production quality is horrible here. I mean, holy smokes, dude. If I was not working for myself, I'd fire myself. Holy smokes here. So, anyways, this is gonna be the next fights here. We have some more fights coming up. There's gonna be two new fighters. So I'm gonna be kind of analyzing that. In between, I'm gonna be talking about different things. So you guys come and fight. Who do you want to see fight in December? So now they're showing some other fights that people would want to see. There's percentages. Hashtag Navarro, hashtag Concio, hashtag Ellis, hashtag Jesta. I don't get that particularly. Who do you want to see? We want to see all of them fight. I mean, if you look at a fight, if you look at the way that they schedule these fights, um, it's like, let's just put more fights in. Let's kind of promote them the right way, though. I like the idea of promoting the right way and giving people a proper shot. I mean, look at how, when you look at these fights, right? When you look at how people are. Okay, so who's going to fight now? It's going to be Dennis Duglin versus Saul Roman. I mean, we'll see. They all weighed in and they made weight. So let's see how these guys um, fare out here. So Dennis Duggan is 20-6 with a bunch of knockouts. They're showing a little highlight reel of him right now, but I just like the fact that these guys are being showcased on a national level, and Facebook is definitely the spot to go check them out. Douglas versus Roman. I guess that's going to be the fight coming up. There's 7,500 people watching this right now on Facebook Watch, so I like that. But anyways, news in boxing, right? Let's look at some things that are happening in boxing. This Canelo signing of the DAZN network. One of the things that I noticed, and tell me if I'm wrong here, one of the things that I noticed is ESPN is now not promoting. They're promoting like ESPN. You would think that they were like a news site, right? Like ESPN is like entertainment sports network, right? Like these guys are but they're not objective, dude. These networks are starting to be, because they're so involved in these particular events, right? Like ESPN has so many sporting events. They have so many, football, baseball, basketball, the whole nine. They have all these events. They obviously skew towards promoting them. And one thing that I noticed about the UFC, now that there's an agreement with the UFC, there's an agreement with the UFC and an agreement where they're going to be broadcasting more fights, you can see them promoting them. But then if you go on their webpage, if you go on their site, these other fights, they're not even promoting them. Dude, there was a live event that was on that DAZN network that you don't see anything on ESPN's website. And so if you are a fan of sports, you're not getting the whole picture. You're going to have to start going to all these different sites. You're going to, like, to get a clear picture, you're going to have to start going from ESPN to Fox Sports to CNBC. Like, you're going to have to start looking for the complete picture of the fighting world, right? Just like, see, that's a crazy thing about like football, right? Football is centralized in that there's really only one football. You have college football and you have the pros, right? When you say the pros, you instantaneously think about the NFL. And that was another thing too, is like I always wondered why the Canadian Football League wasn't being hyped up more on on ESPN's website, right? So ESPN's website, I didn't kind of understand why they weren't getting, like, was it just such a horrible organization that they're like, we're not getting no clicks for this, so it's like, since we're not getting no clicks, who cares, right? I can see that. Okay, you need clicks, right? You need popularity. So what I kind of discovered is the fact that it's because you don't have a relationship with the Canadian Football League. Like that's what kind of led me to these thoughts about, like, in boxing, ESPN is not objective. They're subjective. They only promote. So it's like you go like to an ESPN website and initially you think, oh, they're going to show like the whole picture of a sport. But in reality, they don't. And that's kind of what I'm not a fan of. Like, I was just realizing that, and it gave me an inkling when I started thinking about the Canadian Football League. And then now you see it more now that they have a relationship with the UFC. Dude, they're posting so much stuff about UFC. No other agency has any kind of love on there. And so these two fighters have come out. So let's get back to the fighting right here. These guys have come out here, and the Roman has come out. Obviously, he has the Mexico colors, and he's got the white trunks, and he looks like a good fighter, but he's 5'10", 167. He looks like he's decent. He looks like he's in shape. I don't know how good in shape he is, because sometimes you can see a fighter when they come out. If they look kind of doughy, I mean, I'm not passing judgment or nothing like that, but, that's what happens. These guys, you got to come in shape. If you're a fighter, you can't be looking like roly-poly. You can't be looking like old Ruben Urea becoming a boxer. You got to get in shape, and you got to make it happen, Captain. So that's the kind of interesting thing, you got to look at, right? So then this other guy, Duggan, he got a lot of confidence, dude. He's coming in there. He's posing right now. He's I hate it when people do that, dude. He's 30 years old. He comes out of Brooklyn, New York. I see the confidence. Trained and managed by mother. His mother's his trainer and manager. Okay, okay, let's see how this works. He's got a lot of confidence. I like that about a fighter. You got to have confidence, right? You got to believe in yourself. I mean, how important is believing in yourself if nobody believes in you? Like, let's look at that. Like, these fighters, they're coming out, the expectation is to not get beat up. 30 is the new 25. Absolutely, dude. If you go on Facebook Watch and you look at this, 30 is the new 25. Absolutely. These dudes look like they're in shape. They just got told, don't be rude to each other, don't pick each other's nose, and don't hit each other with low blows. So that was kind of interesting. So these guys are coming out here, and I have a feeling it's going to be some slow action at the beginning. But Mr. Confident, you know, Ramon is 38 years old, dude. He could be a grandpa in some parts of the country. He can absolutely be a grandpa. So you got to check that out. So this guy looks older, but he looks in shape. He looks a little weathered. But let's see here. The fight starts of round one. What I would like to see in Golden Boy boxing, Golden Boy, listen to me, okay? The voice of an expert in my mind. Put the names like how they do in regular boxing. Put it on the screen. Put it on the screen of people. Put the screen on the TV screen or the computer screen or your phone or whatever. Put it on there what their names are and the color of the trunks like they do in all the other professional. Why is it that they can't do that? They have the fight. They have the fight night. They have all the other stuff. And why is it that they don't have what color trunks there are? So if I'm a casual watcher and I'm coming in here, you got to put it in there so that way I can know who these fighters are. If I'm coming in as a casual watcher, because Facebook has the power to target these fights to a ton of people, you know, put the names on there, dude. Put the names on there on the side. Put the name on bottom left-hand corner, right-hand corner, wherever. There's 12,000 people watching, and because I watched the beginning of the fight, I'm paying attention. Yes, I see that, you know, Duggan is wearing the straight gold sequence shorts. Is powerful. And then you got Roman with the white trunks with the Mexican theme. Yes, I understand that. But somebody put the damn names. Absolutely, dude. Put the names on there. I need to see that. I want to know who's fighting. I want to know who. I want to know who to. Thank you, Francisco, by the way. But absolutely, dude. So these guys are fighting. Mr. Confident Duggan, he looks like he's being the aggressor here. He is 30 years old. He's got some youth. He's got some an advantage. But you know, those 38-year-old fighters, sometimes, dude, they got some you know, they got some squirrely tricks that you don't know about. So if this guy doesn't, if he you know, the 38 Roman is coming out a little passive. He's a little defensive, which is okay. But you gotta look at, you know, what kind of tricks does he have? You know, does he have a lot of fights? He had 288 rounds, so he's almost double the experience of what this other guys have. And Duggan looks like he's just kind of bully his way in. You look at it, and he is coming in confidently, but I don't see the technique. I don't see the precision that he probably needs to have. If you're going to go bully your way in because you just think you're better than somebody, these veteran fighters are going to teach you a lesson. And it seems like it's happening. You know, you're almost done with the first round. And the first round is it's kind of even, but it's like Duggan kind of established a little bit of a dominance where he's the fighter that's going forward. And just like we saw in like the Canelo Triple G fight, part of the reason why Triple G beat Canelo, well, the reason why Canelo beat Triple G and got that bazillion-dollar contract from that streaming service is because of the fact that he was being aggressive. That fight was so close, I think it came down to a matter of aggression. And Duggan came in on the first round, and you have he was being more aggressive, and he was showing a little bit of dominance. So let's say if the fight was even in that first round, they're probably going to give it to Duggan. He doesn't look as precise and as polished as a fighter, but obviously, you know, these level of fighters, that's kind of to be expected, right? The 38-year-old guy, if he's not going to be in shape to fight this young 30-year-old aggressive guy, he's going to be in trouble. This fight might not last. Um, this fight might not last the whole distance. I want to say this is a 6-round fight, but I'm not sure here. I'm gonna, as soon as they come back to it. The Rocio Diaz is going over some of the comments that are happening here, and then you got the DJ here. I can't remember her name, DJ Susie or whatever. But anyways, so I like the idea that these fighters are being showcased. So here we go, round 2, and they both stand in the middle of the ring. And again, Duggan is little by little showing his aggressive behavior, his aggressive personality, and he appears as he's always coming forward. And Roman is leaving his hands down way too much, dude. Way too much. He's leaving his hands down. And if you look at, he's trying to respond, and he's trying to give the impression that even though he's on the defensive here, that he's trying to respond with some hits. But Duggan is obviously maybe a more physically gifted fighter, and he almost feels like he's better than this guy because he's just not respecting. He's coming in, and he's not doing, like, he's obviously a quality boxer, but his precision and his strategy is not probably what it should be, right? If this was another young fighter, he probably would have got taken apart already. Duggan is bullying this guy because maybe he got the word that this guy maybe is not as experienced, or he's one of these guys that has a bunch of losses on his record. And Roman it looks like a game fighter, but Duggan appears to be a little bit faster to the punches, right? His jab looks a little sharper and faster. But when you look at it, Roman has the ability. He can slow this fight down. He has to. It almost seems like he has no game plan. He's just like coming in, and he's not really challenging what's going on. You know what I mean? And so, Roman just opened himself up to a nice left hook there. So Duggan probably sees that there's a lot of opportunity to take care of this guy. It almost seems like they're outmatched, like they're different levels. Like one guy's a C-level fighter, one guy's a B-level fighter, but Roman looks like he's not giving up. He's changed his stance a little bit now here, where he's being a little bit more aggressive. So his aggressiveness, is it going to pay off? I don't know. He doesn't put his hands up enough. I don't think his defense is there, but he's if Duggan is customized cake topper, yes. So I like the idea. I like the idea that Roman fought back a little bit here. You're almost at the end of round 2, and round 2 you have where Duggan, I don't want to say he took the round off, but he's in a position now where he's a little bit lost. Duggan seems like he's a physically gifted, but it doesn't seem like he's very sharp. He's almost bullyish, where he's hitting this guy, and I think he hit him with a low blow. So you're starting to get that type of punches thrown where he's maybe not as precise, and so that's where you start having that, right? You look at the style of this, and Roman is obviously starting to complain. He's that 38-year-old guy that's like, look at these guys. I'm not getting beat up like this, right? And so he's backing up. He's challenging them in the middle of the ring. Maybe Roman doesn't have the firepower to knock this guy out. Who knows? But there's an opportunity for him to at least show face and to keep it going, right? And so that's the end of round 2. I have to give it to Duggan still. I think Duggan is up 2-0. This round wasn't a show of dominance per se. It wasn't a show of complete dominance, but he was a little bit more aggressive. He landed some good punches here. They're replaying a solid left-hand punch that, again, but then it got followed by a low blow. So the low blow is not going to help your kind of, again, these are these power punches that are not polished, and he's got to work on his precision. And it looks like he's breathing kind of hard in the second round. He can't, you can't be tired in 2 rounds, dude. That's just not the way it works. So hopefully he's just breathing hard to catch his breath. But now they're coming out for round 3. Mama told him to go knock this dude out because we need to go to Sizzler next week. And so put the quotes so you can copy it. Okay. Just remove the quotes. Okay. So that being said, here we go, round 3, and let's see how they come out. They both come out fiery. They both want to win. They're both, again, Duggan is dominating the ring, dude. He's pushing him back. And more importantly, when you look at the synopsis of the fight here, it's like the theme is there's going to be a 10-round fight. It's a 3rd round. Duggan does look a little bit tired, dude, but because of his shots not being very sharp, his shots aren't sharp. He's not being very precise. Um, he's missing a lot. Now he's connecting on some of these haymakers, and that shows that Roman is obviously he doesn't have his defense on point because he's getting hit with these. Anybody at a higher caliber, they get a you couldn't even hit this guy. You know, this guy couldn't even connect on it. So now it's getting real physical. I think Roman got told by his corner to get a little bit closer quarters, right? You let this guy set up on you, and he's going to hit you with another left hook that did connect, and it pushed Roman back. So that being said, you know, I like this fight. It's a good fight. It shows, you know, these guys are some quality fighters here, but now he took a knee, so I don't know what's going on here. He got low blowed again. Again, Duggan is not as precise or sharp with his punches as he needs to be. You know, why does he keep hitting those low blows? The low blows are a result of him not being as precise as he needs to be. I mean, look at what's happening with that. You know, he got warned for that, and obviously it weakened him. But Roman, if Duggan doesn't pace himself, if Roman's smart, he'll stretch this out to 7 or 8 rounds because Duggan doesn't look like he has a gas tank that maybe he needs to have. You know, if he wants to get to the next level, just my observation alone is just you need to be more precise with your punches. Everything else being the same, if you increase your level of precision, I think that you can put yourself in a nice position where, you know, you start connecting a little bit more consistently. These wild punches are a waste of energy, right? You can't be wasting energy and putting yourself in a situation where you are throwing these punches and you're connecting on something because he just connected on another left hook. That left hook, it looks like it's there. The left hook looks like it's there, but Roman is responding. You know, he's got a little burst of energy. You're almost done with the 3rd round. You got another 7 rounds left. Like I said, Roman's chance is only to stretch out these rounds and take it to the, you know, 8th, 9th, or 10th round. If you take it to the 8th, 9th, or 10th round, I think you got a shot. But as it stands right now, it doesn't look like he has the firepower to knock him out straight out. But, you know, again, when you're 38 years old, you got a little bit of tricks up your sleeve. You know, you got a little experience. He's got 288 rounds. But the question is, how many practice rounds does Roman have? How many practice rounds does Duggan have? You know, is his trainer, being his mother, is she effective? Does she have a history of training champions, you know? That's a good question right there. So the round ended, there's 3 rounds in the book. I still got it. I might give round 3 to Roman. I think Roman got round 3. Duggan looks like he's breathing kind of hard, man. His chest is pumping in that corner. You know, he doesn't look hurt from the face. He doesn't look hurt. One thing that's interesting, here's an observation that if you were following the weigh-ins, the New York State Athletic Commission told these guys to shave. They have to shave down their beard, and his beard is not shaven down. So why did they even make the statement? So is this guy in violation per the New York State Athletic Commission? Is there controversy there? Is there controversy? What's going on here? You know, Duggan was told to shave. They were all told to shave down their beard. For what reason? I never heard of that. I never heard of, in Nevada and all the UFC fights that I watched, I never heard of anybody being told to shave, okay? I never heard anybody told to shave. So that, told to shave down. So it was interesting, and he didn't shave. I don't know why they would tell him that, but I mean, you know, again, it's the lack of precision. This 4th round, again, you know, he's hitting them inappropriately. Roman is having issues here. I don't know what he's saying to the ref, but he's having issues. So maybe he's going to be taken out. I don't know. He's having issues. So he's telling the guy, don't headbutt me and stuff like that. I think Roman is doing this to catch his breath. I think he's almost trying to frustrate Duggan. I think he realizes the power matchup is different. I think he's realizing the dynamics of the fight is he's not the stronger one. Again, Duggan constantly is trying to take control. He is taking control of the ring, and he's showing dominance. That is obviously a method that he's doing, but because of the fact that, yeah, see, Saddam's scorecard, the way they got it is they got three rounds to 0, and they got Roman with a 10-8 round. I don't believe that. I like Roman with that 3rd round because he showed a little resiliency, and he didn't give up here. So I like that. So that being said, Duggan just is connecting and connecting. Roman don't have very much long. There's a minute. The round's only halfway done, and he's hit him with a couple of left right combinations, and Roman's just got to hold on now. And if he's smart, there you go. That's what he's doing. He's hugging him. He's hugging him. But he's trying. You got to give him his heart. He's 38 years old. He don't got a lot of fights left in him, but he's ducking it and he's trying. But I think he's gonna lose the fight though. He definitely lost this round. I can see this being a 10-8 round in Duggan's favor. You look at it and you look at how Duggan is now in control of the tempo, the pace. He's controlling the ring. He has him against the rings. It's not going to be long before this fight is over. So he's connecting repeatedly. The ref needs to come in and stop the fight. Roman just needs to just keep going here. There's a minute left. I don't know if he's going to survive the round. I seriously doubt it. But we'll see what happens. So, the mama's boy on his, it says mama's boy in his pants. So we'll see what happens. But I think that there's something there to, Duggan looks like a good fighter. I just would like to see his precision up. His shots are powerful, but they're not as precise as they probably need to be. I mean, and obviously that's being judgmental of his fight, but he looks like he's dominating this fight. However, the domination of the fight, this fight could have been over a long time ago if he had a sharper left hook, he had a sharper right. Obviously, he's a skilled fighter, but he's like a bullying fighter, and he's relying on his ability to be aggressive, and it's getting him where he needs to go, right? It's getting him this victory because 4 rounds, it's either 4-10-9 rounds or 2-10-8 rounds, and I still had Roman getting the third round only because of the fact that he responded, right? He responded to some of the aggressiveness. But here you go. Duggan is sitting down here and he's breathing hard, but he needs to continue. If this guy's a former Olympian, then he knows this. It's not over. I can't give mama boy power. So somebody said that it's not going to happen. I don't agree with that. He connected on a bunch of punches, and I think she's explaining to her. I can't relist, but she's explaining to her, hit him with that left hook. You've already connected twice with the left hook. I think it's there. So I like the idea of that left hook. He needs to go back to that, and he hit Rome with a couple combinations that last round that he wasn't able to do, but he keeps hitting them with these body shots now. But he low blowed him again, so I don't like this low blow thing, Roman's got to get more precise with that. So anyways, 5th round. This is halfway done with the fight. 5th round, and Roman's got to come. Roman can't let this guy take control of the ring again. He keeps on backing up into the corner, and then Duggan just is controlling the fight. And here he is. He's letting him back in the corner again. You got to get a little bit more ring dominance. You can't let the guy just control you. And he's responding to it now, so I like that. So now Roman's got a little bit of life in him. Duggan doesn't look like he's tired, but he doesn't have the sharpness that he had in rounds 1 through 3. So it is, if you look at fighters, right, what happens, every fighter is not as sharp in rounds 7, 8, 9, and 10. There's no fighter that I think that has stayed as sharp and fresh in the rounds 1 through 4. So that being said, right, what kind of how does a fighter respond when he knows that there's going to be a dip in his speed and his stamina and his strength, right? So you look at somebody like Duggan, like he's obviously still throwing blows. That left hook connected again. He's got to stay with that left hook and keep setting that up because that left hook is there all day. Roman is not defending that, and he keeps repeatedly getting hit with that left hook. Eventually, that's going to knock him out. You can see what's happening where Roman doesn't have an answer for that left hook. And right now, you're halfway through the 5th round. Roman is now backed into the corner, and Duggan needs to have a game plan. It doesn't seem like he plans very much when he backs people in the corner because now they turned it around. And now Duggan had an opportunity. He got hit with an uppercut, and he got hit with another uppercut, and he might get hit with another. Roman's hitting with these uppercuts. Those can knock people out. So I like the idea that Roman is fighting back, but it's 5 rounds in. He's probably lost every round, even though I gave him round 3. But, if it doesn't look good, Roman has only landed 38 punches, and there you go. He took a knee again. Again, that left punch, I called it again. That left punch put him away, dude. It hit him too much. And I think Roman has had enough. He's had enough. He's had enough. He's standing 8 count. Okay, he's going to keep going. Okay, they got 30 seconds left in the round. They're going to keep going here. And Duggan's got him backed up again. Hit him with that left again. That left hook. Second left hook again. That left hook is there all day. He's got to set up that left hook. I mean, look at what's happening here. Duggan's again. There you go. Roman's shooting haymakers now. Roman knows that he doesn't have much left in him. That 6th round is going to be disastrous, dude. That 6th round, if he comes out, is going to be a challenge. Look at what's happening here. Hit him with the left hook again. The left, right, left, right. Duggan is just teeing off. They got to stop the fight. The fight is over. The round is over. The fight is not over. The round is over. Roman lasted the 5th round. He's off to the 6th round. It's not going to be good. If Duggan is good, he needs to keep his distance. He can't let Roman come in on the 6th round, and he can't let Roman squeeze him and make him look bad. Duggan's got the fight. He's got the fight. He has to put this guy away. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. It doesn't look like he's that sharp. I like his energy. I like his speed. I like the power. I don't like the fact that his punches are not as sharp and crisp and precise as you want them to be. You can see where he's trying to throw them sometimes, and you can see him missing. So if I don't really know these fighters, but if I'm just looking at him the way he's fighting right now, I think that the position that Duggan is in, this guy's obviously a lesser caliber fighter. We're not saying that he's not a good fighter. We're just saying that Roman has had some challenges in his past, and so he's not prepared for somebody with that strong left hook. If he neutralized that left hook, I think this fight would have been different, but he hasn't been able to stop it. So again, Duggan is letting this guy close the distance, and now it's a close quarter fight. He's setting himself up. Now, Roman has obviously discovered that uppercut is there. So here you go. So now Duggan's got him against the corners again. He needs to give Roman space, and he needs to tee off on that on that left hook, dude. That left is there all day. All day that left hook is there. What are we doing? Left hook is there all day, dude. All day is there. Duggan needs to get his distance and set up that left hook again. That left hook will knock out Roman, and he ain't doing it, see? That's the problem. Oh, there he goes. He tried it again, though. He tried it. I think he recognizes that left hook is there. Or I think Mama was telling him the left hook was there. But he's not responding to it. He's absolutely not responding to it. There you go. Duggan's trying to just bully him again. Hit him with that left again. Left, right. There you go. Okay, now it's over. You got to put some proper... He's doing his combinations so wildly. He's just throwing the punches, whatever he think he can get away with. But he needs to set up these combinations properly so he can open up that left hook. Hit him with that right body shot or something. Let him have it. See? He ain't able to knock out. Roman's going to last. He's halfway through round 6 already. This is crazy. Roman should have been gone. And he low blowed him again. Duggan is going to get disqualified, folks, for low blowing this guy. Obviously, Duggan is a superior fighter, but he ain't got no brains. If he's going to lose this fight, he's going to lose this fight to disqualification. Look at this. He doesn't have the ability. Roman doesn't have the ability to beat him, and now he's putting himself in a situation now where he's going to get DQ'd. Roman's giving this guy 10 minutes to get his energy to beat him up again. This fight needs to turn into something. They need to end this fight. Roman is depleted. He's not as sharp. He wasn't sharp in the first place. But Duggan needs to finish this guy off. See, this is what makes a fighter entertaining, right? When you smell blood, you need to attack, dude. When you smell blood, you need to finish him, right? That's what makes a fighter entertaining. Good or not, if you have an inkling that you got this guy behind the ropes, I mean, he's hitting him with some solid shots, dude. Roman doesn't have a chance, but he keeps letting him in this fight. You're round 6 already. It's going to be complete around 6, and this guy's still around. Roman is taking a beating, dude. He doesn't have a chance. And again, Duggan is controlling the ring. He is controlling the ring. Even if this was a close fight, Duggan is controlling the ring and controlling the tempo and controlling the fight. I do not like the fact that he's done. This guy's done. Roman is done. Roman is absolutely done. Look at what's going on here. He's done. He's done. See, I knew that was going to happen. He knew that he didn't have a chance. He's not going around 7, dude. I like that fight, though. Duggan won the fight, but I want to see him with a higher caliber fighter. You know, Duggan obviously outperformed this guy, but it seemed like Duggan was a notch. He was a notch above him. I want to see Duggan fight somebody better now. Let's put Duggan in somebody that's at his level. Let's put Duggan with somebody that's at, say, level, you know, close to his record. I want to see what he's going to do when he has to have a real game plan for these people. He has to come in and he has to really, really fight with a plan. He just went in there and he beat that dude up. There was no specific plan. It was discovered later that that left hook was there, and that left hook, it tired out Roman, and Roman responded, and he started leaving his body open. Now Duggan let this fight go too long, dude. He got to knock this dude out in 4 rounds. You know? Dennis Fox said, "Yeah, baby, it's over." Yeah, that fight was over a long time ago. Round 4 should have been over. You know? Those body shots were taking his toll, but then again, the lack of his precision, he was low blowing them. You got to fix that problem, dude. If you want to be on the big show, you want to get on pay-per-views and stuff like that, you can't be low blowing anybody, dude. That doesn't work. Nobody wants to see that. That's not how you win fights. Roman looks like he's happy that he's just not in there anymore. He obviously took a beating, a proper beating, you know. You know, obviously his mother knows what she's doing because she trained him right, because this dude got the W. Physically gifted. But I want to see him fight somebody better. This was like a setup fight. Here we go. They're announcing the winners now. Main events, Aviator. This is in Brooklyn, New York. All right. He got the W. So how many people... Now, here's the problem with this fight on Saturday, dude. How many people are watching... There's so many sports going on right now. How many people are watching all the other stuff that's going on? There was an Alabama game that's going on. The basketball game is going on. The UFC is going on. Alabama's beating LSU 16-0, son. There's so many events that are going on. It's difficult to be discovered in this landscape. You know, it almost seems like it would be better if they have these fighting events like before all of these other events. You have boxing, you have the UFC 230 is on right now, right? So you have all these events and you have this guy fighting. Like what about showing the main event right away, dude? What about just broadcasting the main event? Is that possible? Can you just broadcast the main event? Can you just show us the hitters? I mean, 12,000 people are watching. That's quite a bit of people, and I like that. But I think, you know, so now Duggan's responding to what happened. He said he's having a good time. You know, he got the W. I want to see who's next. I like his style. He was I'm doing a live. I'm live. There we go. Let's put this on their feed. I'm live. Judging the fight. I'm live judging the fight. So anyways, you need to check this out because it's cool, because he's showing this. It's 11,600 people. Obviously, some people have fallen off because it's between fights. But I think we're coming up on the main event. See, Roman only threw less punches, and he only landed 87 punches in 6 rounds, dude. Duggan was controlling the fight the whole time. He landed 246 punches on Facebook Watch. Facebook Watch is what I'm watching. You guys need to check it out. It's a live fight companion. Um, and so the Alabama fight, the Alabama game, if we want to talk about something else real quick here, the Alabama versus LSU was a really good 1 versus 3, I believe it is. And so that game is 16-0, dude. That game's over. Again, I keep on talking about this, but college football is not where it's at anymore. There's one team can't just beat everybody, dude. 1 versus 3, the game should have been a lot closer, and it's not. It's ridiculous, So, anyways, we got the next event coming up. We're going up on 40 minutes already. Can you believe I just rambled for 40 minutes? People are gonna fall asleep watching this thing, so I don't even know if I'm gonna continue. I don't know, what am I going to go for 2 hours? This is 40 minutes in. We're going to watch the next fight here. I got to see who else is on the undercourt here. But new subscriber, Francisco Rodriguez, yeah. What did you say? College football? Yes, college football. It's ridiculous, dude. College football. Oh, we got a new subscriber. What's up, dude? Dude, we got 10 subscribers now. Yes, Francisco, I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you very much. Anyways, we got a live fight companion coming on. And I like this idea that these fight companions, again, are being broadcasted on, I like how they're being broadcasted on Facebook, dude. There's a lot of opportunity there. I'll say it and I'll say it again. The opportunity that they're giving people, it's there, dude. It's there. What I would like to see, and here's a note to Golden Boy, okay? Golden Boy, when you show these fights, the fighters' Instagrams and the fighters' social media presence needs to be acknowledging this. I went on the main fighters, Sullivan and the other guy, I went on their social medias and they really didn't even talk about the fight, dude. What are you doing? One thing that was interesting is there was some fighters that Ryan Garcia kid, when he did his fight, he streamed the fight from he like had a link where he did his followers followed his link, but it was ultimately the Golden Boy link, and it was impressive because you captured that audience and you got the Golden Boy audience, and I need to see more of that. These fighters, Barrera and Monaghan, their social media, they got some followers on there, but if in order to grow them, you need to start having them share it and grow it, because these guys need all the help they can get. So I get it that why does Golden Boy have to do that? Because who cares? Because it's the Golden Boy brand. But ultimately, these fighters will grow your presence on Facebook, and if you're going to be part of Facebook Live and watch and all this other good stuff like that, you need to integrate everything put together. Like, I clicked on their profiles, and if you're not showing like you're training for the fight, like, why are you not doing that? The main event's coming in. Sean Monaghan's coming in. He's got the Irish stuff going on. He's got the green. He's ready to go, dude. But if you have an opportunity to be on Facebook Watch, you need to be putting on a bunch of content on Facebook and sharing it and connecting it to this fight night opportunity. You're just throwing money away. Sponsorships. Think about it. They didn't put no links. Absolutely no links on his social media platform to the other one. If I can help, yes, social media is absolutely. You talk Eliseo Chavez, that guy can tell you the answers. You want to talk about a guy that knows Rain Man numbers? You talk to Eliseo Chavez, because he can break it all down. Sullivan Barrera, you another one. I went on your social medias. Yes, he got the answers. People you talk. This guy, consultant level 4 billion on this whole social media thingamajigger. Yes. Although he does have some weird techniques, but they are effective. So that being said, Barrera, you fired. Social media representative, you're fired. If I was part of this Golden Boy Entertainment, I would have got all of their social medias connected together. Let's make one big old happy family of entertainment. Because if these guys never fight on Facebook Watch again, you could at least look at. There's 10,000 people right now watching the lead up to this fight. This is the main event. 10,000 people are watching this. How are you not trying to capture some of those 10,000 people by helping Golden Boy and throwing some of your fans their way and their fans your way? Obviously, Golden Boy is a ginormous corporation, and I would really like to see them do better with that. You know, that's how you really grow a brand. That's how you really grow this Facebook Watch thing. I like this, dude. I like the fact that it's free to everybody else, and all you have to have is I won't say stupid, a Facebook account. That's all you have to have. You don't have to have no special access code. You just have to go to Golden Boy Entertainment. Golden Boy, you should talk to me. I can help you out with this, Golden Boy. My team, we could blow this thing up. Yes, Golden Boy, take notice. Look at the way this is going. This is the main event right here, right? This should have been promoted a completely different way. These little events could be promoted a lot better. Sullivan probably has no sponsorship on him. What are you fighting for? This guy got a couple sponsorships and you're the main event. Main event, you should have so many sponsorships on your shorts that you can't even use the shorts. They become pants. They become jorts, or they become capris. That's how many sponsorships you should have. There's 11,000 people watching this thing, dude. Really? 11,000 people. I got one person watching. Hashtag good looking out, they say. But anyways, you have an opportunity here to really do something with your entertainment Q value, so to say, your entertainment value. Golden Boy is putting it out there for you. Golden Boy is giving you the answers. They're giving you the vehicle, the method. This fight's not like you look in the stands, there's 16 people in there. But there's 11,500 people watching, dude. All these entertainment things that are going on right now as we speak, and there's still got 11,500 people watching, dude. That's impressive. Everybody and their mother's watching UFC right now. And I'll probably watch UFC after the fight's done. But I will say this, that there's a huge opportunity for them to capitalize on this, because these are diehard boxing fans. People love watching this kind of stuff. And I'm sure Facebook can give you all the analytics and all the details of who's watching and how long and why and this and that. You're almost up to 12,000 people watching this event now, right? That's tremendous, dude. That's a lot of exposure. And so they should be appreciative, and they should really think about how they could promote themselves to get a bigger fight and better sponsors, you know? And that's how you pay your bills, because boxing, you only have so many fights in you. Your brain can only get rattled so many times. Look at how all these people, they fight too much and they get punch drunk. You don't need to see that. Like that Roman guy, those guys' social media, they didn't capitalize on anything. Because you're going to lose it, now you're gone. It's up to 12,200 people watching. I like that. That's impressive. Everybody's chiming in. Look at 12,500. It's growing. It's growing. Look at this. This guy, Sullivan Barrera, 21-2, 14 knockouts, age 36. He's an old man. He ain't got a whole bunch of fights in Guantanamo, Cuba. Ranked number 4 WBA, number 13 WBC, 175 pounds. Fought Andre Ward in 2016. Hey, you need to step your game up. Social media presence. He ain't got no sponsorship, but his whole clothes, dude. That's not acceptable, bro. Your team, Barrera, y'all fired. You up to almost 13,000 people watching this fight. You don't got one sponsor in there. You don't like money. You absolutely don't like money. Sean O'Malley, he got some sponsorships on the back. Let's see, who we got? They both look fit. They both look in shape. I'm gonna say Barrera, he looking more beefed up. But let's see what Sean's got on him. Seanie Monaghan, or I don't know how to say his name right. Sorry. We're going to 50 minutes. I've been talking for 50 minutes, dude. This is a sickness I have of being able to ramble on a phone, talking to myself. What is going on here? Holy smokes, dude. Richard Ventura. I like this guy. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, round one. Let's go. Let's see who dominates the ring. They both stand in the middle here. I like this fight here. Let's go. Let's see the energy. I want to see the energy. Sean is in the green trunks. Again, Facebook watch. There's up to 14,000 people watching and you ain't got no sponsorships. Got me going crazy over here. Got me fired up, and I'm not, if I was their manager, I'd have been like, look, it's going to be 15,000 people watching this fight. We need to get a Ford dealership, a Nissan dealership. We need to get like all these dealerships a sticker on there in New York. Your staff is horrible. You ain't got no nothing, dude. Barrera, you're fired, dude. Your people are fired. They don't like eating steak and lobster, apparently. Jack in the Box 2-for-1 tacos. That's what it seems like all you're doing. Come on. I like them both. They're both filling each other out. See, this is a nice level fight. See, I like the level of fight these guys are at here. See? Professionalism right here. I like this. Let's go. 51 minutes. I'm in. Let's go. Look at what they're doing here. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Round one, let's go Seanie. Come on. I think I got Seanie, and it's a 10-round fight. I think I got Seanie in probably 8 or 9 rounds. I like this fight. One thing I'm noticing about both of them is they're very calculated. I like the sharpness of Barrera. I like the sharpness of the fact that he's displaying more control, you know. I like that, dude. These guys fighters look good. They're this is a complete different thing than the fight that we saw before. Duggan was not as sharp as these guys. There's an obvious difference that Duggan needs to get to. Just the contrast in this fight versus the last fight, you got to see that. So I like that idea that these guys are more polished. I like the more polished fighter. It's interesting to see these guys be polished fighters. I have a feeling this fight might go the whole thing. 14,000 people watching this fight, dude. That's impressive. You basically filled up the whole stands. You helped Facebook keep their app alive. I really do. I think this is the future, dude. You put these live events on, nobody's going to uninstall your app. Keep up the good work, Facebook. I really like that. I really like the idea that Facebook is putting themselves in a position where they're putting themselves in a position where you're going to want to keep the app. I'm not going to not uninstall. I'm going to keep the app. No, as a matter of fact, I installed it on my computer just so we know. Yes, Sean needs to keep that jab moving. They need to stay active. This was obviously a filling out round. I don't know who to give this round to. I want to say it's a toss-up. Barrera is a good fighter. He looks more powerful than Sean, but you know that's not always what happens. That's not always the person that wins, right? The person that wins is going to be the person that wins that throws one more punch than the other punch that takes to get the victory. Thank you, Mr. Obvious. But here we go, man. Let's go. So let's see here. This is round 2. They're coming out. Barrera looks good. So does O'Malley. They both look good. You know, I like this. I like this. Let's see what's coming on here. Let's see what's coming up. Let's see if we start bumping up in the action here. I want to see more activity. Barrera looks like he's trying to take a little bit more control over the round. He likes to take a little more control over the ring. Let's see what he's doing here. There you go. Look at that. He's coming in powerful. I like it. Come in powerful. Let's go. Let's go. Come in powerful. Come on. Let's go, Barrera. Let's go, Barrera. Come on. I think that the Barrera has been a little tentative. I think he probably did a little research. He shot that left hook, though. It was a little wide, though. Seanie is not letting him control the ring. What's interesting about Seanie is he's hitting him with this jab that's keeping Barrera at bay a little bit. Now Barrera is obviously being aggressive, but he's starting to have this little defensive posture that's not helping anybody here. So I think that Barrera has a lot of power. Just he physically looks more powerful than Seanie. I think in terms of their sharpness, I think they both are pretty precise fighters, but Barrera's he's starting to fall in love with these hooks, these left hook and right hook. It seems like Seanie is not defending that as well. And if he starts catching with a lot of those, he's gonna let him have it, dude. I think it's a position where Monaghan doesn't have the ability to defend against that, and if that's gonna be there all day for him, he's not gonna stand a chance. And he's not going to win the fight because those are clear punches that the judges are going to see. Monaghan is not being aggressive. Is he trying to wear out Barrera? I don't know. I don't know if the Barrera looks like he's out of shape. He looks like he's in shape. So Barrera might get the decision if he keeps fighting like this. If this fight goes like this for a couple more rounds, I think it's going to be over. Look at how powerful Barrera looks, but Seanie is putting together some combinations. He's not just laying down. And see, that's what I like about fighters like this. When you look at these type of fights, it's not that they're both equally matched physically or skill-wise. Mentally, they know how to deal with their deficiencies, right? Their deficiencies in the sense that they know that maybe you're not as physically dominant as somebody else. And then you start putting yourself in a position where it's like, what are you going to do? Well, I got to do what I got to do to try to be better at something. And so there's that. And so this is the end of the second round here. And they're still fighting. I like this idea. And the round two, again, this was a soft round. It wasn't anything exciting. It wasn't anything like, wow, let me blow everybody away with this. Nothing. It wasn't something that blew me away. It wasn't something that told me that this is something to watch. You got to be more aggressive, dude. If you want to be on TV and fighting, you want to get Canelo money, you have to be entertaining, dude. And what I mean by entertaining, it's not that you have to be a better fighter and knock everybody out. You got to show heart physically. You can't go in there to take a round off. You can't go in there to relax. You can't go in there to feel people out. You got to go in there and just take somebody's head off. And even if you lose, here's the key. Here's my opinion of the whole situation. Even if you lose, it's okay. It's okay to lose. It's okay to lose. It's not that big of a deal. Losing is not the end all be all. Every fighter, nobody can beat. There's very few people that are Rocky Marciano and Floyd Mayweather. It's very difficult to go undefeated. But you got to look at, how is the ref scoring this fight? How is he got that hook again. That right hook, I told you, Barrera's got that right hook all day. He connected on it, and he scared Seanie again. He hit him with that power. Barrera needs to stay with those hooks. Those hooks are there all day. I called it, dude. I called it. Barrera needs to stick with those hooks. I think he's got those there. He's got to set that up again. However he set it up, he's got to do it again. See, he tried it again. He tried that hook, but see, you can't just throw it. You got to set it up. Seanie's not going to be susceptible. You can see it. He's a good enough fighter where he's not going to be susceptible to just a straight hook. You got to be able to set it up. You got to be able to put yourself in a position to throw that as the second or third punch. It can't be the first punch, dude. See, he's doing it again. It can't be the first punch. Watch when he throws the first hook. If the hook is the first punch, he's not going to land it. If the hook is the second or third punch, he'll have more success. You could just see what he's doing. See? You throw that left jab, you throw that right hook, it'll land. Right? Third round's a lot more action. Third round, we are live now. Look at what's happening. Third round, we're alive. Third round, we're going strong now. Now they're alive. Barrera's established the distance, it seems like. It seems like Barrera has established where he's going with it. I like this. I absolutely like this. There you go. There you go. See? Let's go, Barrera. Catch your breath. Hit him with the jab, the 1, 2, 3, and the, see, you doing it again, and he's blocking it. Every time Barrera throws a left hook, the first punch, Seanie can block that. He gets away from that. He doesn't fall victim to that. When they break for this round 3, he needs to let him know your second or third punch needs to be that left or right hook, and you're going to land that. He's getting lazy. See? It always works, dude. You got to hit him with a simple jab, then go to that left and right. See, look, it worked again. Let's go, Barrera. You got the plan, dude. Don't make me call Facebook Watch and relay that information in there. You know what I mean? How did I see that? Seanie is susceptible to the second or third punch, left or right hook. We've seen it happen right now. Round 3's over. They picked up the pace. They went from here to here. DJ Susie, what's up? Yes. Yes. So you got the bar, you got the Facebook Live event. I like the whole thing here. I got Barrera 3 rounds to 0, man. Seanie needs to liven up. In his corner, they need to tell him, you losing 3 rounds to 0. What are you doing? Barrera's got the fight. He needs to step up his combinations. He needs to step up his combinations, and he needs to end his combinations with the hooks. It seems like that's been working for him. He's been connecting solid when he ends his combination with the hooks. If they're not telling that in his corner's garbage. I'm sorry. You need to step. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's not true because I'm not a trainer. But I like the idea. I like the idea that the second or third punch is a hook. He can land it. I hope he's recognizing that. See, that's the art of boxing right there, dude. That's why I like boxing, because you see these little details. If you really pay attention to boxing, you can catch on some of these things. See, everything that he throws, if his first punch is a hook, Seanie can see it. Shawnee's good enough to see it. But if he gets in close quarters and Barrera starts hitting him with some good solid jabs, a couple uppercuts, and then he throws that hook, it's there, dude. It's there. Seanie freezes for a split second, and then it happens where he's connecting. I really like that. You know, I really like that idea. I like the idea that Seanie is just playing defense, dude. He's losing this fight 4 rounds to 0 right now. We're halfway through this round. He hasn't shown. He's responded, and he's playing defense, and he's throwing a couple jabs here and there, but there's no dominance that I'm seeing. You can't give this fight to Seanie because he's just not showing enough. Like example, like he's doing well and he's showing like a level 5 intensity. Well, Barrera's always giving you a level 7 intensity. So no matter how good Seanie is looking, he's not gonna win the round. Seanie needs to just go turbocharged, and he needs to let these people have it. He needs to let them have it. We're 64 minutes into our live feed here, and I'm loving this, dude. I'm feeling this adult beverage I'm having, but I'm liking it. Barrera's got 4 rounds in. He looks like he's getting tired. I hope he doesn't fizzle out, man. If Shawnee's got the better conditioning, then that's how he's going to win the fight. And maybe he realized that he is more better conditioned. Maybe that was part of it, dude, to just last the first 5 rounds to take the edge off of Barrera. But if Barrera's that easily beaten, then he's not deserving of a top billing. He's not reserving of being the main bout, the main fight. He's not deserving of that, dude. You think it costs $10 to put on these fights in New York City? You gotta have 1,000 billion licenses to put these fights on in New York City, Brooklyn, New York. You gotta come with the A game, dude. Somebody should have had a talk with that dude. See, look, there you go. Look, see, again, the see, it works, but he gets lazy and he throws the hook first. The hook should never be the primary punch, dude. It should absolutely never be the primary punch. Never. Absolutely never. Shouldn't do it. Absolutely. They said DJ Susie won the round. Absolutely. I think that the boxing match here, this main event, I think is a good fight. I like the fight. I like what's happening. I do not like the fact that Seanie is not being more aggressive. He needs to step his game up if he wants to win this fight at all. If he's getting outmatched, he's getting outmatched. But Seanie, you need to come with a little bit more intensity, dude. You need to come more fire. He's a little banged up. Barrera looks good, dude. Barrera looks like he's ready to keep going. I like to see Barrera fight somebody as a higher caliber. Barrera looks like he's ready to go. Like he's trying to pay some bills up in this PZ. Barrera's like, we coming home with that W, mama. It seems like it. See, I hope they're not taking it. I hate when they take rounds off, dude. That's a waste of my time. Do not take rounds off. They're both tired. See, they're doing little pity pat jabs now. Again, Barrera, the way that he's going to connect is he has to hit. See, the jab, the hook always has to be the secondary punch. When he leads with the hook, it doesn't work, dude. When he leads with the hook, it doesn't work. You just look at it several times. You look at it now, and it's happening again and again and again and again and again and again. You know, it's happening again and again and again and again. See, Shawnee's ref is saying, Shawnee's coach is saying it's a close fight. It absolutely is not a close fight. I'm telling you, the fight's not close. If this goes a distance, it's round 5, and Barrera's starting to take control. Shawnee is not showing any lights of aggression. He doesn't look like he's turning the tide, dude. He has to wake up. He's going to get knocked out, dude. Barrera doesn't look like he's getting that tired. Barrera looks like he wants to win, and he's not giving up these rounds. Barrera is a strong fighter. He's a competent fighter, but he has to recognize that he needs to just keep controlling these rounds. If he plays it safe, Sullivan could get lucky and hit one. He looks pretty accurate. Sullivan looks like he's capable. Now look at the punches through 5 rounds, right? Barrera landed 66, Monaghan 33. Barrera's at a 45%, and Shawnee is 27%, dude. Shawnee's not throwing no punches. He ain't hurting Barrera. Barrera's not taking any damage, dude. You're not winning the fight with no damage. See, Barrera, again, trying to lead with that hook, and it's not working, dude. He's getting lazy. When you lead with the hook, he's getting lazy. If you discover, see, he figured out that the hook is landing, right? So the hook is landing and is doing good with it, but I don't know if he realizes that it's not the first punch you can throw. So it's like he thinks it's there, but it's not there on the first punch. It's there on the third punch, the second punch, in a series of a series of punches. That's when it's there. And Sullivan's still not defending it. Sullivan's like, well, you just have to beat me with that. And it doesn't seem like Sullivan respects that. But, here we go. Round 5 is over. Going on 70 minutes here. What's up, dude? What's up, What's up, YouTube Live? 70 minutes? Powerful rambling. Shawnee looks gassed. He looks tired. He looks beat up and tired, and he ain't do nothing. Seanie looks like he needs to take a rest, and he hasn't won one round yet. His coach said that the rounds are too close. No, dude. He's not dominating the ring. He's not throwing as many punches as he needs, so he's not hurting Barrera. If you're not going to get hurt, if you're not hurting the other fighter, it makes it difficult for you to win a fight. Barrera is just gassed from throwing so many punches at this dude. So if that's the case, how's Barrera winning any rounds? I want to know at the end of this fight how many rounds Barrera won. Because if this goes the distance, shame on Barrera, number one, because this dude's just standing there letting him light him up. Number two, he should have recognized that that left hook is there, but he's getting lazy with it, and he's just trying to throw it the first one. See, Seanie's getting tired, and it's even there even more. Throwing that straight jab is not working. I think he needs to lead. It looks like Barrera, when he leads with the body shots, it opens up that hook. And I think that Seanie is aware of that. Because what do you have when you're looking at what's happening, right? What's happening is that Barrera is a little bit tired because it's round 6. See, he did it again. But Seanie is playing defense, dude. What is he doing? He's not even challenging. This is a main card here. He needs to go for broke. After this, you got 12 minutes left. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. You got 9 minutes left. You're almost done. It's not okay that you put yourself in a position where you lose these fights and you didn't throw enough punches. I don't like that idea. The idea is that if you're going to lose, you got to go out swinging, right? That's what makes you entertaining. Seanie's just playing not to get, he don't want to get embarrassed. Seanie, I can see he doesn't want to get knocked out, right? He's playing defense. He's not throwing very hard punches. But he obviously does not want to get knocked out. I get it. I agree with that. Yeah, let's not get knocked out. Okay, fine. But what you have to do is try to win the fight because you're in a boxing match. See? Seanie's throwing some body blows. He's dunking. See, look, there you go again. That left hook was there. See? Body shot, left hook. Body shot, left hook. Barrera does a body shot. The straight jab, left hook doesn't work. Seanie is aware of that. Seanie he's practiced for that. He can defend that. Straight jab, left hook doesn't work. Straight jab, right hook doesn't work. Right? What works is body shot, hook. Body shot, hook. Body shot, hook. When he throws it, now Seanie is timing the jab and hook. See what he did right there? He's timing that jab hook because he knows that's what he's throwing. When he throws the body shot hook, he ain't got no defense for that. See? See? You don't lead, you lead. See, Barrera's leading with the hook and then throwing the body shot. Then if he comes back to the hook, if he leads with the hook, then goes body shot then to the hook, then it seems like he's having success. But if Seanie is realizing, see, that's another round right there. That right there might be Seanie's first round that he won. Barrera has a chance, but the problem with Barrera, it seems like he's having a hard time. Barrera's got 3 rounds left. He's got 3 rounds left. Look at what's going on. The fight, okay. This is, how does one get? So, here we go. We have another round. I froze a little bit there, sorry. We got round 7, right? Round 7 is coming up, and I don't like what Barrera's doing. He's letting Sullivan Sullivan is timing his punches now. Sullivan has a chance, but it's a very slim chance, dude. Almost slim to zero, man. Barrera don't got a chance, dude. What Barrera needs to do, he needs to stay with those punches, dude. He needs to stay with that. Barrera's not doing it again, see? He's getting tired playing defense. I don't like the idea. If Barrera keeps taking these rounds off, it's going to be a close fight. Let's see what Barrera's coach is saying.
Joe over there was saying that he feels that Seanie is a cleaner fighter. What is your response to that?
Cleaner in which way? I don't know what he's talking about when he said
See, he's talking about Seanie's a cleaner fighter. Seanie is not a cleaner fighter. Barrera, here we go. There you go. See, Barrera, there you go. See, look, there you go. Hit him. Barrera's got him on the ropes. Barrera's got Seanie on the ropes here. Seanie doesn't have a chance, dude. Seanie is not producing what he needs to do. Seanie's not gonna win this fight. If this this is round 7. You got 6 minutes after this. You got 7.5 minutes after this. It's over. Seanie is not in a position. 8, 9, 10. No, you got 12 minutes left or whatever it is. I don't know. Sorry, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you got 10 minutes left. And Seanie is taking a beating. Now Seanie has Barrera backed up against the corner. But it's like Barrera's playing good defense. He's countering. He's good at countering, and Seanie's trying. But again, whenever Barrera starts with those hooks, Seanie's prepared for that. He obviously is trained for that, and he's obviously done something about that. But he needs to be in position to get that. Again, Barrera doesn't even look hurt. Barrera doesn't look. He just looks tired. Barrera looks like he's tired of beating on this guy's face. Seanie looks physically damaged. His eyeballs look messed up. Barrera's hitting him with the jab now. But Seanie was timing that jab. That jab to hook that Barrera was throwing because it was a lazy. He was timing that. And he hit Barrera with a couple good ones, but it seems like Barrera's adjusted a little bit where he's not opening up to that anymore. And Seanie just looks tired, dude. Seanie looks like he's tired, like he doesn't want to be in there anymore. He's throwing these haymakers, a haymaker hook. And there you go. Barrera's being real confident right now. Waved at him no. Barrera's not getting any damage, dude. If you're not taking any damage, then you just keep going. You know? What's happening? He's not taking any damage. He's not getting beat up. Barrera has a chance to win this fight. He's probably going to win 8 rounds to 3. 8 rounds to 2. I like the idea that these guys are putting themselves in a position. You know, again, actually that's not true. I don't like the fact that these guys have been given the spotlight. This web page is using significant memory causes to improve. Okay, there's still 12,000 people watching, dude. There's still 12,000 people watching this fight. It's amazing what Facebook is doing. Facebook is not anybody to be played with, dude. Facebook needs to start buying TV coverage for football games, dude. I don't know why Facebook didn't get in bed with the UFC and show all these fights like this. They would have completely dominated the market because you can show these fights internationally. Facebook's network is around the world. That's what I think is powerful about it. Just like YouTube. YouTube is the same way, you know, but YouTube is Facebook is its own company and they own Instagram, but, you know, YouTube is part of Google, so it's part of a bigger structure. So I can see the restriction there, right? The relationship and deals you have with these other companies kind of start conflicting with. The Facebook doesn't have they have a bunch of relationship with companies, but they're their own thing. You know, they're the biggest social media platform in the world. So, but I like this here. This is round 8, dude. Barrera slowed down dramatically, and you know, but you look at the position that they're in. Barrera's in position to knock this guy out. Barrera's in position to get the W. Barrera is in position. Oh, what happened here? Did I freeze? What happened? Did it freeze? Oh, what happened? What happened? Did it freeze? Hello? Here we go. Oh no. Alright, did we freeze? Did we get one viewer here? What do we got here? We've been shooting for 80 minutes here. Oh man. Here we go. Does this help? Oh no, I think my computer froze. Wi-Fi mobile network here. Alright guys. Well, it died here. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down.